The Amish are one of America's most recognizable yet misunderstood religious communities. While many Americans may have glimpsed Amish buggies in rural Pennsylvania, Ohio, or Indiana, few truly understand the rich complexity of Amish life. This religious group, distinguished by their plain dress and selective use of technology, has maintained vibrant communities across the United States for over 3 centuries, guided by deeply held religious convictions rather than simple rejection of modernity. The Amish tradition began in the late 1600s in Switzerland when Jacob Ammon, a Swiss Anabaptist leader, called for reforms within the Mennonite Church. Seeking a more disciplined approach to faith and greater separation from the world, Ammon's followers eventually became known as the Amish. They emigrated to North America, primarily in the 18th and 19th centuries, settling initially in Pennsylvania before expanding to other states. Central to Amish belief is the concept of Gelassenheit, a German term representing submission to God's will, humility, and community over individualism. This principle guides their approach to technology, dress, education, and social organization. The Amish interpret Romans 12:2, "Be not conformed to this world," as a directive to maintain separation from mainstream society, creating distinctive communities focused on faith, family, and simplicity. Contrary to popular belief, the Amish approach to technology is nuanced rather than absolute. Different Amish communities, called church districts or Gemeinde, establish their own Ordnung, pronounced Ordnung, an unwritten set of rules guiding behavior and technology use. These rules vary significantly between communities. Most Amish avoid connecting to public power grids, not because electricity itself is forbidden, but because connection represents entanglement with the outside world. Many communities permit battery-powered tools, pneumatic equipment, solar power, and even generators for specific purposes. Some more progressive Amish groups allow cell phones for business purposes, typically kept in workshops rather than homes. The selective approach to technology serves multiple purposes: preserving community interdependence, preventing distractions from faith and family, and maintaining separation from mainstream society. These decisions are made communally, with church leaders evaluating each technology based on its potential impact on Amish values, rather than rejecting innovation outright. Amish society is organized around church districts, consisting of 20 to 40 families. Without formal church buildings, they hold worship services in homes or barns every other Sunday. Services are conducted primarily in High German, with hymns sung without instrumental accompaniment from the Ausbund, a hymnal dating to the 16th century. Community cooperation forms the backbone of Amish life. Barn raisings exemplify this spirit, with community members gathering to build a structure in a single day, a practical necessity and powerful symbol of mutual aid. This communal approach extends to healthcare costs, with communities collectively supporting members facing medical expenses. Education in Amish communities typically occurs in one-room schoolhouses through 8th grade, after which vocational training begins. Boys learn farming, carpentry, or other trades, while girls develop homemaking skills. This limited formal education has been legally protected since the 1972 Supreme Court case Wisconsin vs. Yoder, which recognized the Amish right to educate their children according to their religious traditions. Family serves as the foundation of Amish society. Marriages typically occur between baptized church members, with courtship practices varying between communities. While the notion that couples spend a night together before marriage, bundling, existed historically in some communities, it is rare in contemporary Amish society. Wedding ceremonies remain remarkably simple, eschewing elaborate decorations or expensive attire. A bride typically wears a new, often blue dress that will later serve as her Sunday church dress. After marriage, couples frequently live with parents until establishing their own household. Amish families are typically larger than the American average, with 5 to 7 children common. This reflects their belief in children as blessings from God and practical considerations of maintaining community growth. Family structure is traditionally patriarchal, with fathers as spiritual leaders, though the characterization of women as completely subservient oversimplifies the complex and respected roles women hold in family and community life. Perhaps no aspect of Amish life has been more sensationalized than Rumspringa, Pennsylvania Dutch for running around. Beginning around age 16, young Amish experience varying degrees of freedom before deciding whether to be baptized into the church. Contrary to popular media depictions, this period rarely involves wild rebellion or complete immersion in non-Amish life. Baptism, occurring in the late teens or early 20s, represents a conscious choice to join the church and accept its rules. This adult baptism reflects the Anabaptist belief in faith as a deliberate adult decision, rather than something conferred in infancy. Approximately 85 to 90% of Amish youth eventually choose baptism and lifelong commitment to the community. The Amish are not monolithic. They comprise multiple affiliations with varying practices regarding technology, dress, and interaction with mainstream society. The Old Order Amish represent the most traditional groups, while New Order Amish generally permit more technological adaptations. Significant differences exist even between neighboring communities. This diversity extends to cultural practices. While all Amish maintain plain dress, specific details, such as permitted colors, hat styles, or use of buttons, vary between communities. Men typically grow beards after marriage, but avoid mustaches, a practice dating to the 19th century when mustaches were associated with military service, which conflicts with Amish pacifism. Amish approaches to healthcare blend traditional remedies with selective use of modern medicine. While many prefer natural treatments initially, they generally seek conventional medical care for serious conditions. Their communities have contributed significantly to genetic research, as certain genetic disorders occur more frequently in their population due to founder effects and limited marriage pools. The Amish population in America exceeds 350,000, having doubled approximately every 20 years due to high birth rates and strong retention. Communities exist in 31 states, with the largest populations in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. New settlements continue to form in rural areas across the country, where farmland remains affordable. Despite their separation from mainstream society, the Amish maintain careful relationships with their non-Amish neighbors, whom they refer to as English, regardless of ethnicity. These interactions occur through business dealings, community events, and tourism, which has become an economic lifeline for many Amish families as agricultural opportunities diminish. The persistence of Amish culture in modern America offers a compelling counter-narrative to technological determinism. Their communities demonstrate that selectively engaging with modernity while maintaining core values and strong social bonds remains possible even in our hyper-connected age. The Amish remind us that technology serves human values rather than determining them, a perspective increasingly relevant as we navigate technological change in our own lives.